Oh yeah.
I think we definitely saw an improvement on everyone's skills. I think we are definitely breaking it down and following with that entry and exit, which is definitely the key. Having that eye of sight through your stunt, and definitely stepping up into these advanced practical. When I say practical, I mean more standard of what you see out on a trailer. One thing after another, and turns and everything. What did everyone find the most difficult stunt? Was it the seesaw or the platform? This bridge?
Track stand.
Track stands?
Platform.
Platform.
The height.
Platform's the most.
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely the
Yeah,
height.
it's the length of the platform.
Yep.
Not so much.
Okay, yeah, I think the definitely key with that is having your momentum and having that exit. I think that sight is definitely a key, and I think some people start, when they get up on top of it, they start looking exactly where their wheel is when they should be looking where their wheel should be going.
Yeah.
Maybe if you can have two of those longer planks together as a practice, like if
Yep.
you can sort of lock them so they don't move, because that plank's the high one's longer than all your other ones.
No, that isn't. It's the same length as the flat ones.
That's what I mean, but you've got the up and down ramp.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a
Up
good idea.
to take the speed off.
There's one thing we did forget to cover in that bridge is having a safe exit and falling out of it safely, staying on your bike and controlling your fall. We were there to catch you if you did fall off, and a few people just drop their pedal off and end up crutching the handlebars. But I think a few of us also had that really good, if you knew you weren't going to make it, you would control your wheel and continue your speed out of the off the bridge, off the side. I think that's something we probably should cover next time, something
It's
to remember.
advanced. So it's not it wouldn't be a scale adventure unless they're really good.
Okay.
Yeah,
But I
something
even found on the seesaw once or twice, I also did that. So yeah, just being able to click
Yeah,
well.
it's a good skill that just you probably wouldn't. You probably don't want to overcomplicate things at the start, but then it's something that you can build into it once people are going.
So yeah, out there when you're having an exit strategy, if you know you're not going to make it, instead of going arse over,
You could
having
also
that
do
safe exit.
you could also do it on the ground with the flatter ones.
Yep.
Putting the angles in made a heck of a difference as well.
Having the turns, yep.
Yep, definitely. Just
Yeah.
to focus a lot more on the speed as well coming in.
Also, linking the activities was one thing as well, but I suppose it's probably like when you're actually out on a trail and you're walking through one corner into the next item or walking to that next log or rut. Yeah, that you can do chicane no problem, but then you're doing chicane into something else or track stand under the limbo.
Yep.
Thought that was a really good step up.
Trains also become quite a bit different. It's trees rather than cones.
Yeah. You guys might have been really close over a bit, like your handlebars are going to clip it.
Yeah.
But this is just hazards you're going to find out in the trail. Definitely, what we're doing here is really breaking down the basics of the skill.
And when you put the cones close, like really quite close together, you can build it up to a point where you like even the best people are really struggling, and that's a good challenge as well. You know.
With the cones, I was riding in a straight line and then just throwing the bike over. Where if there were trees, you couldn't do that.
Yeah.
I guess they're two different. There's rocks on the ground, so you got to dodge them anyway.
It almost be worth in some of those like flexible poles they use for footy training or whatever. Just replicate trees.
Okay.
Anyone have any other thoughts?
I like that. It doesn't really matter.
One
but-
thing I thought could work is actually giving them a chance to have a go at each thing before we move on to the next, because there's a lot of things they've got to remember. So if we go through everything all at once, they might forget what they did.
Yeah, well, this is one. This is definitely an advance. This is probably going straight into level 2. But like we were saying, if we want to step at level 1, is actually having each activity as a separate.
Yeah, and you go through it with them.
Yeah.
Because kids especially, their brain works.
Yeah. I think even with like some of the Cubs and Scouts, you might even ditch the seesaw and bridge. There's
See, we
definitely
did this
high risk.
when we did a big day scout. The seesaw went quite well with the scouts as spotted, so it becomes that really challenging thing. That it's still good to to do that, but when it's spotted, it's pretty safe.
I've used these things at our hall out the back with Cubs and Scouts.
Yeah.
And I didn't include the long bridge, but the seesaw and that, no problems.
The seesaw is a real good.
Yeah.
I think it's good because that's the one that they really.
Yeah. Well, actually, some of the kids, the younger ones, I'm finding, don't manage to get over the logs very effectively.
Yeah.
They haven't got that mastered at this stage, and
Well, they just go straight at it.
yeah,
rather than using
they haven't got the concept of going slow but keeping power on, if you know what I mean. When you
Yep.
hit it, they expect to run over and carry over.
Yep.
Or they're going too slow and they just
Front
run
wheel
into
up. I guarantee.
Who do that?
I found a lot of the logs at Big Day Scout. They'd get the front wheel and then they'd just jump the back wheel as well, and they'd fall and they'd have
Yeah,
to do that
so-
foot down, or they'd get the bike through the arse.
We didn't have any injuries at Big Day Scout. There was a lot
No,
of stuff.
Oh, there was a few kids that looked like they had welling eyes, but
But what we've done is we have people spotting at the logs as well,
Yeah.
like we did at the Big Day Scout.
Yeah.
And you just sort of watch them approaching it and tell them what to do to get over it, how to change and so forth. And if the same kids are going around, you can monitor them and just sort of tell them in advance, move a bit faster sort of thing. And
What?
But I think what we've done here is that we've gotten everyone's skill level, and we know what they're good at and what they're bad at when they need to practice. I think you've all worked out yourselves, and I think as observers and the teachers, we can go out during the weekend and improve those skills.
Alright, so what we're going to do now is head out on the track.